Boot it up, boot it up, boot it up.
The trash.
The trash, the basement trash. We're back with another episode. It feels like it's been forever.
Episode 28.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Bam.
How'd you get it?
I don't know. I just guessed.
You get it wrong every time.
Not this time.
Maybe we'll be on a hot streak here. Yeah, it feels like it's been a while because we had like the episodes saved up and we missed the other week, but like it didn't matter because it's still, weekly.
We had that backlog.
Still pretty good.
Because we're really grinding.
Because we were grinding like this to shine like that, you know what I'm saying?
I haven't even listened to the last episode yet.
It was pretty good. I was going to tell you our first guest on the podcast, he messaged, well, you saw the comment, something about his friend saying, you doxed my boy Liam.
Yeah.
But he texted me, or he screen recorded my Snapchat profile.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I said, what's up? Oh, he said, hey, homie, you see how you mentioned you have no editing to do on the pod? You were wrong. I said, what do you mean? I saw one of your homies commented, LMAO. Dog, you said, I won't say where he lives, and then you doxed me the whole podcast. Oh, sorry, Liam. Oh, fuck. My bad.
Yeah, he actually texted me November 14th. How do I... at the time. He texted me November 14th at 8 in the morning. And I don't have Snapchat notifications on, so I didn't see it until like later that day. And then I said, heard you fuck with the pod, young bull. And he said, it's tough. That shit can get us hella money and bitches. And I said, no. I said, and then it was, I like replied the next day, no cap. And then I sent him the heart emoji, and he did not reply to me.
Oh, no. Yeah,
oh no, I didn't even. He replied. He reacted to it with the heart emoji. Okay.
Yeah. So you respond. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
He is actually genuinely pretty hilarious. Yeah.
He said something to me after he was like, I was kind of holding back. I didn't know it was like that. And I said, yeah, it's like the Xbox group chats got leaked. And he was like, all right, I'll know that for next time. He said he's trying to come down here, but he needs to get a car first.
Yeah, he needs to get a car and he needs to turn 18.
Yeah,
first.
we can't have
we
that.
We cannot harbor a minor in our crib.
No,
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, he's pretty funny. Shout out to Liam.
Shout out Liam. I don't know his last name.
No idea. And his name is Japanese text or like Chinese text on fucking Snapchat.
Yeah, Japanese. I forget. What were we talking about? Anime with him? I was really drunk for that episode.
I was really high. I don't really remember, to be honest. I just remember saying the N-word a lot.
Yeah, I didn't edit any of it out because you had to pass that episode. So, did you see the description for that episode?
No, I don't know anything about it. What was it?
It said he gave us the pass. Don't worry, it's okay. Yeah. So,
speaking about blacks with
all right,
with
Jesus.
With Asian text in
I thought
their
you were going to
social
say,
media
speaking
names.
of blacks with AIDS, and I was like, God damn.
I saw.
I don't think Liam has AIDS.
I saw our neighbor at PacSun today.
Yes.
That's
did
where
you?
he works.
Yeah. Was he working there?
Yeah, he was. I seen him today.
Did you stare him down?
I mean, I was looking at him as we walked by, but he's too busy being a 26-year-old man working at PacSun.
Yeah.
So he was in his own world.
Yeah. When I was smoking a cigarette yesterday, he fucking my cat just ran by. The door whipped open, and I like look, and he's already like in front of me. And then he's like has his hood up, and he just kept walking towards the gas station. I was like, okay. I thought I heard some keys, and it was probably to get back in the apartment. But I thought maybe for a second he was gonna drive, and I was gonna try to record him.
Oh yeah, that would have been clutch.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like weird vibes going on downstairs recently. There's not like a whole lot. Like, they're still playing music, but I feel like it's not as much. Like, I feel like something's going on.
Yeah, I mean, because it now clicks to me that I guess his main gig is the PacSun because he's not here most of the day. Like, his schedule must be so fucking weird because I feel like he like works one of his other jobs in the kind of like the morning afternoonish, and then he gets back here for like an hour or two, and then he goes to PacSun until like 8, and then at night he's here because like during the day I don't really hear him. Sometimes I do if I get home early enough, and then it stops because then he goes to PacSun. But then I don't hear anything until like 8:30 because the mall closes at 8, and then he gets back here.
Right, yeah, and then that's when the music starts, which makes sense because that's pretty much when the music starts.
Exactly.
It's like 8, and then like they stop at 10, which is like, okay, cool, thanks for stopping the music then, but
Yeah.
you don't have to blast music at 8. Put in some earbuds, you fucking retard.
I know, dude. It's like if you wanted good sound quality, why don't you have earbuds.
Yeah.
That was the other thing too I wanted to talk to you about was because I went to the Apple store today as well. Because me and Lena were just going fucking everywhere. Because the entire objective of today was just to get matching pajamas. That was all that we did. And I totally knew that we could just go to Walmart or like Kohl's or like Target. But she was like, let's go to the mall. And I was like, whatever. And then I ended up fucking buying these pants and shit. But
that he's currently wearing without washing.
So good, dude. And I tried them on and everything.
I wonder how many other men put those on before.
Dude, I bet you a bunch. They were warmed up for me. Because we were at Aerie, and then it's like right across. So I went in there because I was like, man, like if with this whole school shit, I'm like, maybe I should get like a laptop. Maybe I should get like a MacBook. And then I went over there and I saw like the newest one, whatever the newest one is, and it's like kind of like the best thing about Apple is their design. Like everything looks very cool. Yeah. And they like the new one is actually much bulkier than like the one that you have. Like it's like thicker almost, but it doesn't feel like
I know what you mean.
Like my ThinkPad. Like my ThinkPad feels like it's like a piece of garbage, but that actually felt very nice. Yeah. And like the screen was nice and it was very responsive.
Have the fucking on the newer ones. They have the Face ID.
Oh really?
So I have the fingerprint there, yeah. And then I have the touch bar, which people fucking hate. I love.
Lauren hated the touch bar.
Look at this shit.
I think it's cool.
I can do the frequencies like when we're live. Like I can do everything on GarageBand. I love it. And then they got rid of it, so I don't want a new one, honestly. Like
yeah, I was looking at the new one, and I mean it was. It just didn't make any sense to me. It was $2,600, and I was just like, why would you buy this? Like I could buy a fucking supercomputer.
Yeah,
or
the specs of it are fucking garbage.
Or just a different laptop that is just significantly better for like half the price. I'm like, why?
You could buy like an Alienware for like $1,800, and it would be way better.
So much better. And I'm like, why the fuck are people copping this shit? And then it was so funny too, because like that store is always swamped with people, and then there's like two black dudes on like the other table in the metaverse, like with the headsets.
Oh,
on
I haven't been in there since they had that.
Yeah, they had the headsets on.
Oh, that's so funny. It's actually not the metaverse. Technically, it is the Apple VR environmental immersion.
Well, I walked past
the metaverse is all Zuckerberg and the Quest.
That's true. I walked past him and I pointed at him and I said to Lena, I was like, they're in the metaverse. And then, dude, it's so retarded in there. Like, again, you're just paying for the design and that everything is, like, synced up and, like, everything works really well because you have an iPhone. But, like, she was like, oh, let me look at the fucking Apple Pro Maxes, like, the headphones that they have.
$500.
$500, like, $50 bucks. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it was so stupid.
Like, the AirPods I get because I like them because they're earbuds. They stay in. The AirPods Pros. But the headphones... The headphones are fucking retarded for that price. Like, okay, maybe the sound quality is good. I've never tried it and probably never will because I also don't want an indent in my hair.
Yeah, also
the last thing I want is for me to be at the gym and then I take my headset off when I come home and it's just like an indent. That's why I don't like playing games as much because I look retarded as fuck.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because I remember before we moved out, Doug was getting into his audiophile phase, and he bought these headphones that were like $300 or $400.
They were so much better.
They're like from like a company, like their whole shit is that, and like they're still cheaper than the Apple shits. I guarantee you that the sound is better, the noise canceling is probably like everything about them is probably better, and it's just like so retarded to me.
Yeah, it's a waste of money. I love the Apple Watch. I love the computers for what it is, portable wise, and then I also love the phones. Obviously, the phones are the best.
The only thing that was actually a decent price was the new iPhone. Like if you went to the Apple store and you paid cash for the new iPhone, the 16 or whatever, it was only like $800, and I was like, that's actually very good for this phone. Yeah, because I think the ones in the past have been like over $1,000.
The Pros are up there for like $1,000. I'm gonna upgrade once my plan's out and I can get the next one. I hope there's some deal where I transition to my own plan and like just pay through like the Verizon app myself.
Yeah.
But I still have like $300. But this phone that I'm currently paying for is $5 a month because I traded in my other one. So I'm hoping that there's gonna be some deal like that where I pay for my line and then pay like $15 for the new one. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I was actually talking because he got the new one, but he said that like the software is all buggy and shit. Oh yeah, I should probably take that out. He said like the iOS isn't good, but I kind of just want it for that AI generated emoji.
Yeah,
That's all-
dude.
And the camera on that bitch is supposed to be fucking
Yeah.
insane too.
Yeah, they have like a little.
That's all
I
I
forget.
want.
I was in the store with Megan. There's like a little button on the side now here.
That's the AI.
No,
No?
well the AI, but then you can do the camera scroll, so you can like literally zoom in with the camera on it, and then the other side has the button with the AI. So I mean, it's cool, but as of right now, I probably won't do anything until they figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I remember, you know how I was bugging out about like, oh, the fucking new Kindle Color fucking came out, and I just bought a Kindle
Yeah.
or whatever. There are so many problems with that fucking Kindle Color. So until
That
they
makes
figure that
sense.
shit out,
Yeah.
2 years down the line, then I'll buy one.
That's
But
true.
there's like yellow lines down it. Like people are sending it back. It's actually paused on orders. Like you can't get them now
Can't even
because
buy
they fucked up that hard.
That's crazy. Yeah, because Lena was talking about getting a Kindle, and I was thinking about getting her one of them Johns. So I'm happy that you told me about that.
Don't get the Kindle Color.
Yeah.
The Kindle Color Soft is the same thing I have except color. They all my fucking Reddit notifications are like how ass this new Kindle is.
Really?
Yeah, it's so bad.
How much is your thing that you pay to read books on there? She said it's only like $5 a month or something.
So if you're really a bookworm,
Yeah, yeah.
you can. It's called like Kindle Unlimited.
Uh-huh.
So I can pay for that and then get like right now I'm reading the Harry Potter books and I can get that and it's like free and it's like some like monthly subscription. I don't want that. I'm just buying it. So I just pay for the books. It's like $10 a book.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then the more books you buy, the more you can get like Kindle points, and then you can redeem them. Every 300 points is like $3 off. So by the time I finish a Harry Potter book, I get $3 off the next one
That's pretty good.
because I
Yeah.
paid so much for the Berserk manga I was reading. Because I paid like like $400 for all that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know you did that.
when I was binge reading that,
Oh my
it was
God.
$10 a book. I
Oh
had to
my
stop
God.
myself from reading it because I was spending so much money on it.
Holy shit.
But I had a bunch of Kindle points, so now all the Harry Potter books are like $10.
Yeah.
So I'm just reading that. But yeah, like I mean, you can do the subscription, but it's not like Prime. Like you don't get any benefits besides like if you're gonna read so many books in a month that the $5 a month is gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
So
That's true. She be reading a lot of fucking books though. I don't know. You should look at this when you're done with all that shit. I was watching this video essay on this this book. It sounds pretty tight. It's called Blood Meridian. And it's like a western, but it's also like an anti-western at the same time. And it's like this guy did a western, but it's like a super nihilistic and like brutal world that he created, and I forget exactly what the plot of it is, but some people it's like a very divisive book. Like some people love it, some people like hate it, but
explores the human affinity for violence and the nature of good and evil. The story
It
is about a
sounds
kid in the
fucking sick.
Glanton clan, a group of men who hunt the Indian scalps along the Texas and
sounds
Mexico
insane,
border in the
dude.
1840s. That does sound. I'll add it to my list. I have a list of a bunch of shit, but currently the Harry Potters are gonna probably take me till next year.
Yeah.
So I'm on
actually-
book 3 now.
I bought a book recently. I bought a book like a couple days ago.
You can't read. You're illiterate.
I'm teaching myself. This one has no pictures in it.
Damn.
This is
You're moving up in the world.
most of the other books that I've read have had some sort of picture in them. I haven't been reading it very religiously though. I'm only like 60 pages in.
What is it? What's the book? Lay
It's
it out.
like it's kind of like retarded when I tell people about it. It honestly, when I read it, it feels like the TikTok equivalent of like a book, because it's
Okay.
basically like that Hunter S. Thompson guy, I like the Fear and Loathing guy.
Oh yeah.
He wrote. It's called Generation of Swine, and it's pretty much. It's like during the presidential election when like Nixon was running,
Okay.
and he like fucking hates Nixon, like all this shit, but it's like half political and then it's also half just like him fucking rambling. Like it's not even like a structured book. Like it's literally just like passages that he wrote.
Motley Crue album, Generation Swine. It's probably off of that book.
I think it came out before that.
Yeah, this album is probably
then
based
yeah.
off of Generation Swine.
And like it's fucking insane because it literally is just like journal entries. Like he'll just write some shit and then at the end of it, it just has the date. Like it's just like all these journal entries just like stitched together, and that's why it feels like TikTok, because it's just
Random,
like one thought, and then it's just like a totally different random thing. But there's a lot of good quotes in it. I just think that he's super badass.
Yeah. Hell yeah, reading arc.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, like me and Lena will like read together for like an hour. It's not bad.
Nice.
We're at that point where we read books in silence.
Anything to get a woman quiet, am I
You
right?
know? I mean, to shut him the fuck up. To shut that bitch up.
You want to talk about World War III?
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
It's getting really bad.
What Russia used? What was it? Is it like warheads for the first time ever in the history of the world? What are they called? ICBMs or some shit?
Something fucking retarded. Ukraine. That's a new noise our fridge has made.
I know. I've never heard that noise before. Well, yeah, Biden gave Ukraine access to our missiles to
our
kill
missiles.
Russians.
That are long-range missiles that can like launch deep into Russia, and then there was a video from Putin saying anyone who shoots Russia or has like helped Russia is like an enemy of Russia or something. So it's like it's this whole thing of like basically like adding the U.S. and being like, yeah, you're fucked.
It's like
so
I saw a lot of conspiracy theories about it that it's like it's basically Biden is just trying to fuck over Trump as hard as he can, which like makes sense because it's like, you know, the Ukraine war's been going on for basically Biden's entire presidency, and then like the last 2 months that he's in office or whatever, he's like, yeah, just take our missiles.
Yeah,
like,
take our missiles.
Like, it's cool.
Like, we're supplying you money to help, and then now it's, oh, here's our missiles.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't, I'm not super politic based. Like, I have my opinions and whatever, and I think everything's a scam, but like, he's playing a really dangerous game.
It just goes to
it's not good.
It just goes to show that these people actually do not give a fuck about you, because if he actually did care about Americans, he would not have done that. Mm-hmm. Like, whether it's to spite Trump or if he has like whatever going on, like, this is not in the best interest of America. Yeah. And like, yeah, it's just it's a crazy ass move. Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
I'm just happy that we live, like we live kind of close to Philadelphia, but we're not like a major city in America that like if nuked. Something would happen, like, I mean, if Philadelphia did have like a nuclear bomb on it, we would be fucked. But I mean,
it wouldn't be as bad as if we lived there or like Washington or
Yeah, we're pretty out there.
Yeah, no, it's pretty gnarly times. I wonder, how these next couple months are going to play out, and when Trump gets in.
I wouldn't be surprised if honestly Trump just bosses up. If Trump just bosses up, because I remember.
Well, they all straightened up. Putin for a little bit, and Kim Jong-un and everyone. They were like, oh, like as soon as Trump got elected, they like sat up straight and they were like, oh yeah, and like we're kind of like done bullshitting because they knew they couldn't walk all over us.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see in the next 4 years if something will happen and we'll be back into like wartime.
Yeah, and I feel like
we haven't had a major war. Afghan doesn't count because, we were just bullshitting over there.
We were just, like, destroying them.
Yeah, we were destroying them, and there was, like, no point, and then Biden pulled all the troops out, and we were like, oh, okay, like, you fucked up.
That shit was insane, too. Remember when he took all the troops out, and there was videos of, like, Al-Qaeda flying our helicopters and crashing them?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy as fuck.
I loved all those videos. Or, like, they were benching, like, in the military complexes. That shit was so fucking funny.
It was pretty sick for me, though. Like, it was like, I think it was literally the day after the election happened. I don't know if it really like has anything to do with this, but Trump won, and then the next day I had to go to work in Hummelstown. I look at sheets and gas was $2.99.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is sick, dude. I was like, we're so back.
We're so fucking back,
dude. We're so back.
But if they start bombing us, it's gonna be wild.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like if that shit really do start getting bad, I might dip. You might have to just dip. Like if like New York or like Philadelphia, like if bombs start dropping on cities, like I will leave. Like I might genuinely, like me and Lena, the homies, if y'all want to come, I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go. Fuck all that.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna be in no fucking war-torn country. I don't give a fuck. I will leave all my shit behind.
It's nuts. Because like you think about like these other countries like in the Middle East and everything, and like these people are growing up in war constantly.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, you know, you're like, even though your hardest battles in life doesn't compare to like someone growing up just being bombed.
Oh yeah.
And then like if that were to happen, like I don't think America would really be in a state where it's like war is going on, where like, you know, the Middle East, like there's battlegrounds there. Like America will never have a battleground, but we might get fucking bombed. Like we might get missiles shot at us
for sure. And like in the same vein, like those people, like they like don't leave. You know what I mean? Like they like love their countries and their land so much. I don't give a fuck about this place. Like, I will go to any country. You know, besides Mexico, I will go to any country. We're only like fucking 7 hours away from Canada. I will make a fucking straight beeline, no stops to fucking Canada.
Yeah, because they have like all the refugees and shit that are like going into Europe or whatever, and it's like, oh, you know, all these refugees and blah blah blah.
Yeah, maybe Canada is. Or what's that fucking country that was like anybody that's trying to illegally immigrate to our country will be shot? Like there was like they were letting. Did you see that shit on Twitter? It was some kind of like European country, and they were, or maybe I don't think it was Canada. It was somewhere, and they were just like their entire immigration thing was like, we're not letting anybody in, and if like there is an illegal, like they have the right to kill you or something. I hope that I'm not being clickbaited by fake news here, but it seemed like a very real thing. Maybe it was Turkey or something.
I don't know. If you're running to Turkey, you might as well just kill yourself.
I don't know, dude. I'll go to Romania.
I could live in Spain. I could do it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Spain, Switzerland. Awesome. That should be sick. Because I mean,
be dope.
You think about all these old stories that like all these old people that we work with or like tell stories, and they're like, oh, we're a refugee from the war, blah blah blah, and like our family moved over here. They were as young as us. I mean, fuck it, let's move overseas.
True. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm totally down. I would preferably go to a place that would like, you know, like, what is it, Ireland, where like they all speak pretty much English.
Yeah.
And I know that like a lot of Europe speaks English or whatever, but
yeah, dude, I would love Ireland.
Ireland would be dope. I'm Irish, Greece.
Kind of Greek.
They speak Greek though.
Yeah, they speak some English.
They probably speak English.
I
heard that it's like a very bad country.
I think I'm. What I've been told is German, Irish, Russian, and Finnish. So yes, I am an enemy of the state.
Yeah. I saw this fucking it was on Twitter or something, and it was like a Zillow listing in Japan, and they like converted the fucking yen or whatever to American dollars, and it was like this fucking super beautiful crib like in the fucking mountains, like mad land, like all kinds of shit, and it was like $200,000. Like it was like the most beautiful house you've ever seen. It was like dirt cheap compared to our prices, and I was like, dude, fuck it.
It's gonna be interesting the turn the world takes. Speaking of which, with all this war talk, you see this other shit about the aliens?
Oh yeah, the congressmen, like all four of them testified that it was like they're
living in our oceans, bro.
Is that what they said? They're in the oceans?
They're in the oceans, and like, you know, like back in the 80s or 90s or whatever it was in the 1900s, there was like these like Navy captains, and they've seen these UFOs and stuff like that, and there's video of it. Yes. But they all testified and said that's true, and it was like a couple days ago, and it was like there's like these. And you look on Twitter, like aliens or whatever, there's like all these like more sightings, and people are talking about, dude. This is just a conspiracy episode.
That's fine.
They were talking about, they've just been watching us, and because of the tensions, like, of what's about to happen, that they're starting to show, like, so, I don't know, I don't know. I love all the conspiracy theories. I love aliens. I love all that shit.
Dude.
So
I totally believe
they're trying to like reverse engineer like all this technology and everything. And I was like, yeah, if the aliens and stuff if these super beings were here before us, I'm sure they would never be caught. I'm sure they would never be seen.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like a lot of people put like, I don't know, people on the same timeline as us, but like we've only really been civilized for like the last like 300 years. You know what I mean? Like ever since the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, but like this planet has been here for millions of years. Like any other like beings that have been present in the universe have like had the chance of millions of years of advancements to fucking get over here. Like it's not that far fetched, man.
Yeah. Well, like that, and like it's crazy to put in perspective. Like, here's a Roman Empire meme. You think about the Roman Empire and like the Egyptians. Their empire was 2,000 years. You know what America is? We're coming up on like 250, I think. That is fucking nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that, like, all this shit is going on and we can't even make it to, like, year 500, like, is fucking insane to me. And it's like, yeah, I don't know.
That shit is pretty amazing. Because I was watching a YouTube video. I think it was, like, last night or 2 days ago, and it was about, like, pieces of history that like are still not understood, like civilizations that like existed before, but like we just can't fucking figure out like the
they don't know how the pyramids
and
are built,
and like you know what I mean, all that shit. And they were talking about like all these civilizations that like you said like were around for like thousands of years, hundreds of years, like longer than America has been around. And it is pretty mind-boggling to think that there was like entire just like little worlds created and have just since been destroyed and they're just fucking dust.
Just
you
gone,
know what I mean? Like they don't
and then
even
like that could easily
anymore.
be us. Like the Romans for currency were carrying long sticks. Like I'm pretty sure their currency was like long javelins, and that was their currency. But
yeah, dude. Yeah,
it's fucking nuts.
It's fucking funny that you bring that up because I remember I was just telling Lena about this like. Fucking Cord put me onto this crazy ass thing. I'll see if I can find you like a video or a link, but it was because a lot of people for a little while were saying that like aliens were in the poles, like Antarctica and shit. And there's like it's pretty well documented.
Like the hole.
Well,
you're
like
talking about the
Do you remember when I was on that shit?
I don't know. I don't know if I remember that.
I was on the hole for a minute. But
you were on the hole for a minute. What kind?
It was like I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, but there's a big thing where there's this guy, the whole thing. But there's this guy in the military, like he was in the Navy, and he was Admiral Byrd, and that he had this expedition that was like. The American Navy, they wanted to go to Antarctica because that was like good land to have like in the war or whatever. And there's like all this evidence that he went out there with like all of these ships or whatever, and that they encountered like UFOs and saucers, and it wiped a fuck ton of them out. And like Byrd and like only a couple other people were able to like come back and like all this shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I was on that shit crazy.
I just I don't know. I
love that shit.
I love all the conspiracy theories. I love what is possibly to come within the next 50 years. I mean, you know, I've said it before. I don't think on the podcast, but like to other people that it's like you look back 50 years and you're in 1970.
Yeah.
You're in Led Zeppelin time. You're in the hippie movement. You're looking at the technology there. What's another 50 years going to do to us?
Yeah.
This is turning into a Joe Rogan podcast.
I mean,
but I like
with like Neuralink and all that shit.
Yeah. Like,
dude.
what is to come in the next 50 years? So in 50 years, I'll be 73.
Yeah.
Right. So like, okay, you know, I could be still moving around pretty good. If I stop some of the stuff I'm doing now, my health will be all right.
Yeah.
But like, it's just fucking nuts to think about. Brody's getting a blanket. He's cold. It's just nuts to think about all this shit that's gonna happen. It's like I really hope that in our lifetime, it'll be worth it to me living a life that if you see aliens, like straight up, like fucking, like if like, anything happens,
everybody knows that it's for real.
Everyone knows it's for real. They're taking over. If I get killed by an alien, it's worth it.
That shit would be
that
pretty
shit
fly,
is
actually.
So sick to me.
Yeah.
Even if I get abducted and my ass raped by an alien. I on my tombstone you can put Raven Van Gogh ass raped by an alien.
Yeah, because it's like honestly, like that's the only way that shit could get crazier. Because it feels like in 50 years, and I'm sure they probably thought this 50 years ago, but it's like as far
as 50
years
ago, did you think that in 1970 Robert Plant singing Led Zeppelin on the stage, they're at the height, and then you think there's a car that can drive itself? Mm-hmm. My grandma, I'll never forget this. My grandma said something to me that she said that when she was a kid and she was younger and she was calling on the phone, she thought to herself, what if we could see the other person on the phone? FaceTime. She loves that shit, dude.
Yeah.
And it's true. It happened in her lifetime. So what else could happen in her lifetime?
I just feel like, and that's what I'm saying, like 50 years ago they probably thought this and that, but I feel like as far as technology, because that's like kind of the biggest thing running us right now, like I feel like we're coming to almost the peak of it. Like Neuralink, all of that shit with like technology and like medicine, like that is still like that's always going to be evolving. I feel like we still have like hundreds of years for that. But as far as like the commercial use of technology, I feel like it's almost at its peak. You know what I mean? Like we have like
we just get
VR, we have like phones, but like the only thing that is going to get any better is just like screen resolution, loading times.
Loading
internet.
times.
You know what I mean?
I can see in the next 50 years cars getting significantly better, because even if it's not a Tesla self-driving, there is I forget, it was like Brian's family bought like a newer like GMC SUV, and you know like when you set cruise control in your car,
yeah,
the GMC has something where it's like if you're going faster than the car in front of you and you come up in a certain speed, it'll dial your speed back so you're not like riding its ass.
Yeah.
So that already corrects it, and then there's lane shift where like the car will jerk over to the side. So like even if it's not like some top of the line Tesla automatic driving, there's still technology being put into these fucking cars
That's true.
that are
That's
basically self-driving and like really safe. So like in the next 50 years, I mean, fuck, if these cars are gonna like, what are these cars gonna look like?
That is true, actually.
So like there's room for that to grow. It's just, I don't know.
That's all. Yeah, that's
I don't think
point.
we'll see like interplanetary, like Elon Musk fucking Mars fucking whatever. But
I feel like we'll probably see people on a different planet before we die.
They'll probably start it. I think we'll be old and they'll probably be trying to colonize Mars.
Yeah, I agree. Because then you remember a couple of years ago they were talking about building that space hotel too, like the first hotel in space. They were trying to figure out a way to like build it, and you would fly up there and fucking be chilling in space or whatever.
I mean, yeah, space is getting more achievable. It's like $250,000 for like a ticket up there on Virgin Airlines. Yeah.
Huh. What's that guy's name?
The Virgin Airlines guy.
I can see his fucking face right now.
Yeah, his dumbass fucking retarded face.
It makes sense that because he's like Mr. Space now, isn't he? Like he's
well, yeah, and him and Bezos were.
It's like it starts with an L, Lars or some shit like that.
No,
I think I'm just thinking of
it's not Lars.
Futurama.
Richard Branson.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's like, you know, what's to come? I don't know.
I don't know. Space is kind of gay, though. I don't know. Like if somebody was like,
I'd go to space. I hate flying, but I would go to space.
I guess I would. I just feel like maybe it's it probably is worth the hype to be able to see the entire Earth like that. Yeah,
but
I guess
it's flat.
It would be pretty dope. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd be split. I guess I would do it. I don't know. Would you go to space for real?
Yeah, I hate flying, but I would go to space. When I was a kid, I wanted to go to space. I mean, like, you know, a lot of kids are like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, but like aerospace engineer, like all that shit. Like I love space.
If somebody said that you and Meg could go to space and go to like another, like be on like the colony shit where you go to Mars, but like both of y'all can't come back and Meg is down, would you go?
And Meg is down?
Meg is down.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
No Willow though.
I'd wait till she passed.
Fair.
I wait till Willow passed and then I would go.
You would really go?
Fans.
Yeah, you're crazy as
Willow's
fuck.
my cat, but yeah, I would. I would. What do I gotta lose? You coming with me?
If my bitch will come.
Yeah.
And Isai.
Yeah. All 5 of us, we're chilling.
If all the homies could come.
My dad's dead. My mom's a piece of shit. I don't fucking care.
I'm not too tapped in with my family. I just saw my uncle last weekend. It was weird. So I mean, what do I have to lose?
Yeah. I'd go. I mean, that would be like the greatest thing ever. You know, you're living this minuscule life. You're a very tiny cog in this giant machine wheel for healthcare and everything, and working. If we had the opportunity to go to space and colonize, fuck it.
That is something greater than us. You know what I mean? That is true.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I probably would do it.
My girl's down, fuck it.
That shit would be terrifying.
Dude, it'd be so scared. I'd be hugging all 5 of you.
I don't even know. Like I don't even know how long.
Can you imagine getting high and walking out on Mars?
Oh my god! Or being in like that zero gravity shit, like in the spaceship.
Yeah, dude.
That should be insane.
You get fucked up and you're like, you like walk outside and you're doing a Mars walk.
Yeah. Yeah. That should be wild.
I just hope that there's something to come from the alien things. I hope we don't get bombed, and I hope World War III doesn't happen. I'll be safe. You'll be safe.
Maybe.
We won't have to get drafted because I'm on anxiety meds and poop pills, so it don't matter.
That's true, but if shit gets dire enough, They'll take us.
Welcome.
I saw something too. It was like
What is that? I'm deserting.
yeah, just
fuck you guys.
like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I saw this something that was like based on the military standards for what is like a healthy male to go into the military. I don't know if
You're
it's
a
like
17-year-old boy.
like, if it's like the modern day standards or like back in like World War II, it was like by those standards, it's like 73% of the American population is not fit to be in in the army because of like weight and like, you know what I mean, like all this
because
shit
of
going
weight,
on with
because
us.
of fucking
mental health
anxiety,
and-
all
yeah.
that shit, dude. It's fucking crazy. All these fucking
I
woke
do.
retards. You
Yeah.
know, we're probably the better fit, which is terrifying to think
That
about.
is pretty bad, yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, if you put us in a real diverse room of like the different archetypes of men,
Yeah,
it might be like
we're probably standing out.
there's probably like maybe like 2 or 3 ahead of us. We're like middle of the ground because then it's like the transgenders and like faggots at the end
Mm-hmm.
and like fat people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, even though my weight is up there, I still look skinny. So it's just like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. If there was, I don't know, would you fight in a war?
I was like thinking about this.
If you were guaranteed survival, would you fight in a war?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd go
Yeah.
fight in a war.
I don't think I
Yeah.
could die for anything
No.
besides
yeah.
like family.
I guess it's like the idea of, you know, if you lose the war, like I totally understand why people did it in like World War II because it's like if you're a dude and you don't go fight and then like the Nazis take over America, it's like you might as well just kill yourself anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I would think about it. It's like if the fucking Russians win and now we're like Russia, America, like
Yeah.
yeah, I would rather just die.
Yeah.
I'd probably rather just die. And,
If
like,
there was
not
no
live in a
escape and
communist
there was
country.
takeover, yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Mhm.
probably just go do it. I guess. Like
Mhm.
fuck it.
You see all those videos of North Korea and shit. It's just like, yeah, I'd rather die.
Yeah, like I would probably just need to go on like a mean bender for like a week or two and just like be fucking my bitch all the time, just get it out of my system and just be like, yeah, I'm just ready to die at this point.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go do it. What in the fuck is that, bro?
The aliens,
yo,
bro.
that was a very alien-esque noise, yo. It sounded, fans, we just heard this shit that sounded like a damn xylophone or something. I don't even know what the fuck that was. That was like a high frequency.
Dude, there's no one out there. Dude, what the fuck was that?
I don't know what the fuck that
If you guys
was,
have
yo.
ever heard like a dog whistle or something?
Yeah.
It was this high pitched fucking dude. They're onto us. They're gonna kill us.
Oh my god! And the refrigerator made a weird sound earlier.
Dude, we're gonna what's that? Speaking of conspiracies, yeah, what's that fucking that like the microwave waves that like they'd be like it was something like in a hotel. And they were in a room above certain people, and then like the waves and shit would like make you die,
What?
or like yeah,
Oh, wait, I feel
and like
I-
it would like make you go crazy or some
I
shit.
feel like I've heard of this. Like the government has like a weapon that's kind of like this or something.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel like
onto
I
us,
know
bro.
what
We're
you're
gonna
talking
fucking die.
about.
Yeah, that was nuts. I don't know what the fuck that sound was. I didn't like that.
I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah, good thing I'm not high right now. I'd be bugging out.
Fans, if you hear this, we're still alive.
Yeah, I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking nuts. I don't know what noise that was.
That was quite unsettling.
But yeah, in the war, if there was like a little accelerated boot camp, I'd do that.
Yeah, that sounds like.
I was watching a bunch of boot camp videos before I was like trying to go into that shit.
yeah,
And I was like, this is fucking retarded.
it looks awful,
It's
man.
so stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
It's just like a bunch of dudes power tripping on each other.
yeah. Like you could fucking you could work out a lot and run a mile without some like a middle-aged 40-year-old white man yelling in your face
with
like
his
fuck
best
off.
days behind him.
Like you can follow orders like you know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
it's so stupid to me. But if there was like an accelerated thing and then you fight the war, sure.
maybe we don't. I mean, it seems to work. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I couldn't lose my hair though.
Yeah, I saw this thing and people were like grilling the fuck out of the dude. You ever see that black dude and he's like a Navy SEAL and he has dreads and he's always talking about like being a sniper and like killing all these people, blah blah blah. And he was talking about it does sound fucking retarded to me too. Like in the comments, they're like, "There's no fucking way," but he was saying something, and everything that he says, he's almost like He's almost like
Who's gonna lift the boats now?
he's almost like like
David
him
Goggins.
or like Jocko. Like he's like kind of like a stoic figure, but he was like, yeah, a lot of people don't understand that like in these countries, in these third world countries, all you really need is like 12 guys like me, 12 SEALs, and we could control the e-commerce and the fucking.
We could take over the country if
and
there's
it's
just 12 of
like,
us
dude,
SEAls.
shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
you
There's
fucking
no
faggot.
fucking way, dude.
You fucking faggot.
I didn't even understand though. I was going on this because it was from that video in the comments. Like people were saying it's like there's Navy SEALs, but then above them is like the berets or whatever, like the green berets.
Mhm.
Like I didn't even know those people existed, but apparently they're like
I didn't think that they were above the SEALs. I thought SEAls were the elite.
they were saying that like
I
they
thought
were
the
making
Green Berets were under them.
they were trying to make it seem that like the berets are like the most insane, like last resort, like whatever you gotta do, like they're like the best or whatever. I think that's what this was saying.
Oh, I don't know. I think the Green Berets are Army.
I'm trying to fucking see.
I could be wrong.
I forget what the fuck it was. It was something like that, but they were saying that they were better than the SEALs, and I thought that the SEALs were like the shit this entire time.
Yeah. But they were just the fart.
That Chris Kyle movie rocked too. You ever watch that?
No.
American Sniper.
Yes, I
It's
have
a
seen
fucking
that.
sick movie. You ever
I
watch?
just remember being bored during. No.
Some
not-
of it's kind of boring.
American Sniper was good. That real story, how he fucking goes to his house and someone kills him or whatever. Or like shoots
He's at
him.
he was struggling with PTSD after the war. Finally got his shit together and was like, "Let me do this program where I help other struggling vets and take them to the gun range." And some random Stanley shoots them in the
Yeah.
back of the fucking head.
Yeah.
That's
No,
like the worst.
what was I thinking of?
the
SEAL Team 6?
Yeah, Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30
That
was
movie
boring
rocked.
as fuck, dude.
Honestly, the
Dude, it
only,
was so long for no reason.
I remember watching that movie in the theaters, and the beginning scene where they're torturing a terrorist for information. That's dope. And then the middle of the movie is them just being like, "Oh fuck, like we might not come back."
Yeah.
And then the end part of it where they're like raiding the fucking thing and kill Osama. That's pretty dope. But yeah, it is a lot of build up.
The hype, the peak of the movie is when they raid the house and they
At
shoot
the
Osama
end.
on the head at the end. But I remember watching that movie and being like, "Holy fucking shit, dude!" Like it was hyped up to be so good. I think my mom and I got it on like Redbox, and then we watched it. We were like, "What the fuck was that, dude?"
I vividly remember that being like the first movie ever where I went to the movie theater and got mad because other people were talking to her. Like that was the first time I ever experienced
You were
other
so
people.
locked in.
I was so locked in, like on these American heroes. No, I never experienced people talking in a movie theater, and then there was just for some reason like a group of like teen white girls like in the movies, just like giggling and talking about other shit. I was like, why are you guys even fucking here?
What are you laughing at?
You don't even care.
Yeah.
You don't even care.
What are you laughing at, brother?
Yeah, no, that Chris Kyle movie rocks. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
to a
American
real
Sniper
one.
is good. You ever see that movie with Ben Affleck where he's retarded?
No.
No,
No. I didn't
he's like a
even know that was
retarded
a thing.
assassin.
No. What's up with all the great actors playing retards? Tom Hanks, Sean Penn,
Sean Penn.
Ben Affleck,
What movie is that?
Ryan Gosling.
The Accountant. You've never seen that movie?
No. Is that a new one?
No, this is from 2016. It was pretty good though. I'll never forget. There's one scene where he pulls out the drawer. He's like living alone. He pulls out the drawer and it's a knife, a fork, and a spoon, and that's it. But yeah, he's like this like elite sniper and is like retarded and like autistic and like is like
Wow.
really like
He's like,
like really calculated and shit.
He's like Chris Kyle ex Rain Man. Like it's like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a super soldier.
And it's Ben Affleck.
That's an American. What's the superhero? Captain America. That's what they should have made it be like. He can't be perfect. He has to have some kind of flaw.
Yeah, Ben Affleck is flawless.
No, that's true.
You ever see those pictures of the media trying to cancel him smoking a cigarette?
Oh yeah, he like stressed his shit in it.
Yeah,
too.
he's just like fucking yeah.
You see that him and J-Lo got divorced a little bit ago?
Again,
Yeah. They were only together for like a year and a half or something.
the second time or the first time?
Second time, I guess they were married.
They
for like
were
a year and a half
they
or
were
something.
together, and then I know they split up, and then
You've probably seen his dragon tattoo?
dragging these nuts across your
Have you never seen it? Oh my god, you gotta look it up, dude. It is fucking insane, and I think it's his only tattoo.
back tattoo?
Yeah, it's his back tattoo.
I've
Dude,
seen
it's
this. Yeah,
fucking gnarly, man.
it is so fucking. Yeah, that is nuts.
Like your only tattoo.
He's got something on his shoulder there, but yeah,
Oh.
it's like a dragon phoenix rainbow type shit.
Yeah. It would be dope if he did like some flames in the back or something, but it's just that. It's
Yeah,
just
I don't know. Yeah, no.
It's
Ben
so
Affleck
sick.
huge phoenix back tattoo revealed. So it's a phoenix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit's nuts. It
It's
looks
hilarious.
like he's got some stuff on his shoulder and then the back tattoo, but looks like
Nice.
it was also directed by Zack Snyder. That's funny.
This shit is fire, dude. I mean, it's kind of a dope tattoo.
I want to get back on my tattoo grind.
Back on your shit.
Yeah, I want to start this leg sleeve, start getting some other stuff. The tattoo artist posted on his story that he had some free time actually next weekend. But we're going out for a family member's 50th. It was like on a
Nice.
Saturday, and
Yeah.
I was ready to swipe up.
Prime spot.
Yeah, and I was ready to swipe up and be like, "Yo, get me in there." But then I was like, "Fuck." But part of me thought too, I should just book it. I should book it. Like he had a Wednesday available too,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, "Oh, let me just book Wednesday and then just call off at work
Yeah,
and just
fuck it.
fucking not go in,
I know. Yeah. The guy that did my
and then just
cat
show up with the fucking
posted the same thing, and I was like, I don't know. I just need to like sit down and actually look at things.
Yeah.
I would love to go back to your guy, but I just can't face him after I was like
After
such a
you
little
bitched
bitch
out,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm excited to eventually, like, I mean, I'm going to do my leg. He's going to do everything as long as he's around here. But leg, arm, whatever. But I cannot wait to get my stomach done to see, like, comparison wise. Because I'm telling you, like,
so bad, dude.
I'm telling you, like,
bad.
my chest was bad, but I'm interested to compare the pain to the stomach. Because I've heard the stomach sucks. Like,
yeah, like I've never gotten a tattoo where eventually like they're on bone, so I can't compare it to that.
Yeah.
But it's just like the for me the worst part about it was like it obviously fucking hurt, but it's just like I was trying so hard to just be still for it. And it's
Yeah.
like when you're breathing, like your stomach is moving, so like
Yeah.
I'm tensing up, which made it so much worse. Like it wasn't too bad until I started just like not breathing. Which is when everything fucking hurts more. But yeah, that shit was just the absolute worst. Like it makes me just not want to get anything on my tummy because I'm like, dude, it fucking hurt.
What are you thinking next tattoo wise, huh?
I don't know, because I want to, because I've been going back and forth. Like I get one here and get one here. I kind of
the
want to
legs.
do the same thing of just like get one thing done, like get one of the legs done. But I just need like, I don't know. I want to get, because yeah, my right leg is more filled in at this point, so I'd probably just finish that and do
Finish
the
that out,
color.
yeah.
Because I have one here and one here, so I really just want to get something here and then just get a bunch of filler around
Shit.
the four of
Yeah,
them.
shin's gonna hurt like a bitch though.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see, because the shin is like pretty prime real estate. Like I've seen some people do like some text down it, and I'm not a big text guy. I don't
Nah.
really want to do that. It does look dope, but I'm just like not that type of person.
Yeah. The only text
I
I have
need-
is on my back. I want
Yeah.
to do something with a theme with that text since it's in Latin.
Yeah.
Like I want to do like a big, I don't even know, like Roman shit. Just something. There's like really cool symbols that people do on their back. Like I got to figure out something to fill up my back.
Yeah, and I don't want to be. I hate shit like dudes get like anime tattoos and shit.
Nah.
I absolutely hate that. But at the same time, I remember my dad saying like it was a joke, but he said that at one point in his life he wants to get Ichigo's Bankai sword, or not his Bankai, but when it's like. Not the first one where it's like bulky, but before he does his Bankai and it's like curved, but it's like hella fucking big. You know what I mean? He said that he wanted to get the like handle start here all the way down his body.
He was high on crack.
But it
then.
would be dope, like if I got like his Bankai one where it's like all black
Just
and a
do the
little
sword
bit of
down your
red.
leg?
And
Yeah,
go
you should.
down like that.
You should honestly.
That shit would be pretty hard.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan on anime tattoos because it's like, okay, I get it, you watch anime, haha, cool.
Yeah.
But I do want the fucking berserk symbol on my neck.
I don't even know. I gotta look this up.
Look up berserk symbol. It's like the mark of sacrifice is what it's called. There's some people that have it elsewhere, but the main character the main character has it on the back of his neck, and it's like real tiny, but like I just want it like right here, like on the side of my neck.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it's like enough where it'd be like, oh, you know, like jobs or whatever will be like, oh, what the fuck, because it's like not on my like front of my neck or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like my hands are like it would just be that little symbol. And I've seen, people working
I
with
f- yeah, at this point, I don't even think it fucking matters for real. And I feel like both the ideas are pretty tasteful because like Korb, if you've seen his, where it's just like a gigantic blasted anime man. Like these are a little bit more subtle. You know what I mean? Like you could look at them and not be like, oh, that's just like some gay anime shit.
There's also
look
up Sasuke's curse mark. That was another one that I was like, oh, that would be cool too. But like from Naruto, and that's like on the back of that's on his like trap, so like it wouldn't be that visible.
Yeah,
but I can't have two. Is it? Yeah. I can't have like two of those, so I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Berserk, but I just don't know like when I'll pull the trigger on that.
It kind of reminds me of that suicide tattoo people get, that semicolon.
The semicolon, yeah. If you get that semicolon tattoo, fucking kill yourself.
I had a patient with that shit, and it was like on his neck or something. And I was like, oh man, you really are wearing that bitch, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, you really want to kill yourself?
Yeah, because of that, I'd rather do the Berserk tattoo.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it when we were talking about like how much that shit hurt when was telling that story about when he went down to fucking get I think it was his leg or something, or maybe it was his stomach. Maybe that's why he was saying it, because I was getting my stomach tattooed.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like he went down to fucking like a whole different state, and the guy would only do it in one session. He like had to pay in full, and he was like, that shit hurts so bad, bro. And I was like, can we take 5? And I go out and I'm blasting the bowl. I'm just smoking up, and I'm hitting it with a spray. And I'm smoking up. Like
dude, he's the best. So I fucking love him.
Dude, that shit had me fucking dying.
I think it was his hand. I think it was like his arm and then like his hand.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to him. He said the older he got, the worse the pain gets. Yeah. Which I was like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, because I don't think he has anything on his stomach.
Okay, that's insane.
But yeah, no, he's a fucking
so
best.
Fucking funny, dude.
Yeah,
oh my
I
God,
love him. He's so. I can't wait to see him again and be like, hey man, what's going on?
He was like not what I expected at all. He was like even better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the best.
Can I hit that geek? Can I geek on that geek? Can I geek on that bar?
Yeah, fucking geek on that bar, bro. We got 9 minutes left.
This has been a good one. This is one for the books. This is a good riff.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of funnies.
Not even riff, but just a lot of talking.
A lot of good convo.
A lot of good combo. A lot of good content. We're like Joe Rogan now.
A lot of good clips.
I'm like Joe Rogan, and you're like Elon Musk.
True. Didn't he go back on the pod recently? I think there's another one.
I think there was one with like Trump, I think.
Yeah, I listened to Nelk Boys had Trump on a couple weeks ago. I'm like such like a monkey retard sometimes. Like I'll be like eating in my car at lunch, and I just like don't want to like be on my phone, so I just throw on the Nelk Boys, and it's actually very fun. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. Come here.
Man, dude, I was fucking pissed, dude, because that whole Mike Tyson Jake Paul thing.
Yeah.
I literally told, like, you can ask Lena. I told her, yeah, I think that Jake Paul's probably gonna win by decision, and I wish I just would have put money down, because that's exactly what fucking happened. I could have won, because Jake was such an underdog for the bets too. Like, I forget what the stats were, but like nobody was betting on him, and if I just put like a band down, I probably could have made like 1.5K.
Yeah.
And I just didn't do it, and I called it exactly how it was gonna go. I was pissed.
I mean, you look at the video. Obviously, Mike Tyson's the best.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the videos of him training, and they're not even comparable to the fight. So it's 100%. He went down for, he made 20 mil. Jake made 40 mil, whatever. And then...
Is that how much they made?
I think so. I think Jake made 40. He made 20. And then...
Netflix got money.
Yeah, dude. And then I think... what happened was, like, with the decision, like, it was supposed to be long, last 8 rounds or whatever.
Yeah.
But people were saying, oh, Mike spent a lot of his money, like, in his youth when he was bugging out and fucking being wild and, winning all the time. But, yeah, it was 100% stage, went down, whatever, because you look at the videos of Mike Tyson training, and he's a monster, fucking dude, animal. And then the fight is just like... Dude, what are we doing?
But at the same time, like, I could see that it was like rigged and just for the money, but I could also just see, like, Jake Paul even after was just like, he said that he was like kind of going late because he didn't really want to like knock him out and like do all that. But I could also see Tyson like not wanting to go super big and getting that opportunity for Jake to knock him out. You know what I mean? Like
there was something about, I saw some TikTok about like the rules, and it was like something about like Mike Tyson couldn't knock him out in the first round because he would lose however much money. So they had to put it like on a good show, which is, you know.
There was like a bunch of shit because all the other fights that were on the card were like 12 rounds. They were all 3 minutes. Theirs were only 8 rounds, 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Their gloves were a different weight because I guess the heavier they are, the more shock that they absorb, so they want to get as hurt or whatever. It was like a bunch of
the
bullshit.
thicker the glove, yeah. It's wasn't ideal there.
I like wasn't hyped for it, and then everybody at work was talking about it, and I was like, okay, I'll get kind of hype, and then I like tried to watch it, and it was just such a clusterfuck. I was like, I just wasted my time.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad.
I wish I just watched the clips.
I just love, I watched some clips and I was like, this is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I just like the stuff where they were like, oh, Jake's not fighting anyone his own age, blah, 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 like, fucking shitting on him.
Fucking, I don't know if Lena fell for fake news, but she said something about there's talks of Jake fighting Andrew Tate.
Dude, that'd be insane.
That would be, I would actually be hyped for that. That shit would be amazing.
I'd put money on that.
I would put money on that
Tate's
as well.
winning for
I would
sure.
go for Tate.
Yep. Although, honestly, I don't know.
I don't
know how much boxing experience Tate has. It'd probably be Jake.
Kickboxing.
Yeah, those Muay Thai fuckers are.
You know what I mean? But also at the same
nuts.
time, I feel like they're not the same weight at all. I don't know. I feel like Tate would have to gain so much weight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But also, I don't think that they give a fuck about sanctions because Jake got banned from boxing for like three weeks because the Texas sanctions were like, why are you doing this? Like the age gap or whatever was like totally illegal, but they let it happen anyway. So they probably could fight and they would just get some kind of penalty.
Yeah, the biggest thing that came out of that fight was the memes about about Mike Tyson's ass.
That shit was insane. I didn't see that shit. I don't think I saw it live, but like it was like glitching, and I went on my phone. And it was just his ass everywhere, dude.
Dude, it was wild because it was like. It was obviously trending because the fight was happening.
Yeah.
It was like, Mike Tyson, blah, blah, and I click on it, and it's just his ass. And I was like, why are we doing this?
The craziest part was that I saw, like, everyone was posting his ass, and I was like, oh, man, that's insane. And then I saw the clip, like, the full thing where the interview, and then he kisses the interviewer, and then he walks behind, and you see his ass, and I was like, oh, my God, this is so much worse.
Yeah. No, it was really bad.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't change, like, the way that I perceive Mike Tyson in any kind of way.
No, Mike Tyson's go for real.
I still love, they were posting the clip, and it was like, I think that he's like all coked out after some fight or whatever, and he's like, I'm ferocious. My defense is impregnable. I'll eat his children.
Yeah,
like, all that shit. Like it's like the hardest thing ever.
I just love Mike Tyson for the respect he has for Ali too.
Yeah,
like how he's just like, you know, like they're like the interviews. It was like Mike Tyson versus Ali in his prime. It was like who would win, and Ali was like, no, Mike Tyson. Blah blah blah. Mike's like, no, no,
And he would still go chill with Ali when he was like basically brain dead.
Yeah,
so, like he's just like he's a very nice guy, even though he raped that woman that one time.
Yeah, you know we look over that, separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he like totally raped some girl and like went to jail for like 3 years, and like the way that because I was watching some like video about it, and it was like
Parkinson's. That's what I thought.
It was like he raped the girl, got convicted guilty, went to jail, and then as soon as he came out, had fights where he was like, yeah, you want to make $50 million? Like as soon as he came out, like he was still just like this gigantic superstar. Like nobody cared.
Yeah, no one give a fuck. Mike Tyson can do whatever he wants.
I didn't even.
Sometimes the Hawk get him.
Sometimes the Hawk get him. I didn't even realize they put it into perspective because they were like, Mike was bankrupt, living in like a trailer park, binging coke until he did The Hangover. The Hangover is what brought him back to like celebrity status. He did that movie,
really,
and that's what like got him back into the mainstream and got him like making money again. Like he was like fucking dead broke until he did that movie.
It makes sense because wasn't he in prison before his boxing career? Like he came out of prison and then was Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that makes sense. You know, he's just fucking wilding out, being young, spending all of his money.
It's so funny.
He's the best. I fucking love him.
Yeah. And then I think I don't know if you saw the clip of when Jake came out. He came out to he
walking out on all fours and he got slapped.
No, when he came out to the fight, it was I can feel it coming. It was that song playing, and then he somehow got a car. He was like driving a car with Logan, and they were slowly driving up to the ring. And then in the back, he had two pigeons or whatever because like Mike loves them or whatever.
Mike loves pigeons.
And then fucking Logan had that because you know like Jake has that W. It's like basically like Jake has this thing now where it's like a competitor for like Axe, where it's like dude fragrance, and like they have like their own like shampoo and shit, and like Logan is just like spraying that shit everywhere and like showing it to the camera. It was so retarded.
Yeah, All that Axe spray on the fucking Mexicans at the gym. Fucking terrible.
You see Cat. I'll just ask you later.
Okay.
I don't want to dox this
Yeah.
very nice woman.
Yeah, we've got 50 seconds left. So my
There
cat
you
keeps
have
looking
it.
at me. I want her to jump up on me, but
She just likes to stare.
yeah.
I wish I had
She a
pictures
free for real.
of Lena's cat. Like she's like the most skittish cat ever, and she doesn't really like me at all. So like we'll have the door cracked, and then she'll open it up, and then it's like a tiny little slit, and then you just see her face just staring at you. But she has like this derpy ass face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, fucking. She's been recently. I've been waking up and she's like on my chest or like on my stomach, and sometimes it'll be like 2:30 in the morning, and I get to go back to bed. Other times it'll be like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I might as well just be on my phone and like wake up and kind of be up for the day. But no, it's really funny because the one time she was trying to lick my armpit because she's a freak like that, and I fucking like I moved and like got her head in my armpit by accident because I didn't know she was like on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
Yeah, when I come home from work, she like chills with me.
Yeah.
But then I have to kick her off because she like is clawing me, or I like want to move and she's laying on me, and I'm like, dude, you have to get out of here.
Yeah, she's a little attention whore like that. All right, that's it.
The trash.